This YouTube video only got 13,000 views in the first 48 hours. It looked like a total flop, but after one simple change, it exploded to more than 4.7 million views and made more than $35,000 in revenue. And this isn't a one-off. I've done this multiple times on different channels with different videos. It works because it's a system built on data, not luck. So in this video, I'll show you exactly what I changed and why, so you can spot the same opportunities on your own channel straight after watching. So this was a video that I really believed in right from the start. The story was solid, the script was good, and after several revisions, the editing was sharp. In the first 48 hours on a 17-minute video, audience retention was sat comfortably at 70%. It had all the ingredients for virality, but instead it flopped. The first 24 hours metrics were way below the channel's average. Compared to other uploads, it was just an 8 out of 10. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I felt deflated. This wasn't what I'd been expecting at all. But I wasn't willing to let it fade into the channel's back catalogue just yet, because after digging deeper into my advanced analytics, it soon became clear what the issue was. People who actually watched the video loved it. Feedback in the comments was extremely positive. Some were even saying that it should be a Hollywood movie. The issue wasn't the content, delivery, or the editing. It was getting people to watch in the first place. Now, despite the positioning being extremely unique, novel, and curious, people weren't clicking, and at first it didn't make much sense to me because I knew the story behind the video. But to someone scrolling past, it was confusing, unclear, and completely failed to signal what the video was truly about. When I drilled down into the viewers' devices and suggested data, the results got even worse. In plain terms, it was a solid video, but the packaging was all wrong. Here's the original so you can see. On the surface, it didn't look too bad, although when you consider where most viewers are coming from and how long they have to make a decision, it becomes obvious. Now, for context, the average decision-making time for a viewer on the platform is less than 1.5 seconds. And most of this channel's views come from YouTube recommendations, and they're watching on a mobile device. This means that I like to see a click-through rate of at least 15% in the first few hours of a video's release. But at this point, the click-through rate was just stalling at around 8.9%. Worse still, breaking the views down by traffic source and device type showed that those click-through rates were significantly lower via mobile and on the sidebar of desktop, and this is what gave the game away. Now, I should add that click-through rate benchmarks can be quite misleading. Each channel is different, and it's completely normal for a click-through rate to drop when you get bigger views. Always judge your click-through rates in context. They're relative to the channel niche, traffic sources, and audience size. Now, with my original packaging, these metrics were the giveaway because what looks clear on your desktop can be completely unreadable or confusing when it's on mobile. So the story was great, the retention was strong, and the viewer satisfaction was very high, but the title and thumbnail was broken. It's an easy mistake to make. As creators, we tend to fall in love with our own work and see the deeper story, but to a cold viewer that's scrolling by, it just doesn't connect. And if they don't click, nothing else matters. So the question is, what needed changing? Typically, creators start tweaking thumbnail text, colours and titles first, but that's not really the move. I've tested it over and over. Small tweaks are a waste of time when you've misdiagnosed the core issue. A drastic change is best. So I threw the original out completely and built a new thumbnail from scratch using the 4 C's. It's now part of a standard procedure I share with my team. Clarity. Does it immediately make sense to a stranger? Curiosity, does it raise a question in the viewer's head without confusing them? Compliment, does it visually match the video's title? And consistency, does it fit the look and feel of your channel branding? Fulfilling all of these criteria ensures that, at the very least, the viewer clearly understands what the video is about, complements the click, and recognizes it as one of your channel's videos. If your thumbnail looks totally different each time, it resets audience trust. Familiar thumbnail styles compound clicks because viewers start recognizing your channel. Because remember, your past video's performance affects your next video's click-through rate. This is what we landed on for our revised edition. It signaled the video's topic clearly, complemented the title, and followed brand guidelines. Once I switched the new thumbnail here, the change was instant. It highlights a repeat problem and mistake, one that I've made multiple times in the past. I almost abandoned the video without making this change. Don't do that. Don't fall into the trap that is thinking that the video wasn't good enough, it wasn't the right topic, or YouTube's algorithm is penalising the video in some way. I once did this only to see another channel upload a similar video months later with a better thumbnail and absolutely smash it. So what's the takeaway here? Learn from my experience. After watching, go and find old videos on your channel that are primed for revival. Use YouTube Studio to find videos that, in line with your channel averages, have high average viewer percentage, low click-through rate, and positive comment sentiment. As a bonus tip, filter your data by device type and traffic sources to see exactly which videos aren't clear to your viewers. If you manage to find some videos like this, the bottleneck is nearly always the packaging, not the video. However, if it has low retention and low viewer satisfaction, just don't waste your time. Now, let me show you what happened after I changed this thumbnail. When you get this right, it's visible fast. Within 10 minutes, I could literally see a jump in the channel's real-time analytics. A day or so later, it was also visible as the channel's click-through rate percentage increased. And this was the unlock. YouTube's algorithm noticed the change and responded by feeding more impressions to the video, both on the homepage and in the suggested feed. The video shot from 13,000 views in the first 48 hours to over 186,000 in the first week, 2 million after the first month of changing, and finally to 4.7 million since its upload. Now, the AdSense revenue, $35,000 in this one video alone. But what's wild is there was no affiliate, sponsor or product tied to this video, which was a missed opportunity. But here's the most important part. The content didn't change. The audience didn't change. The algorithm didn't suddenly favor me. The only thing that changed was the video's clarity of packaging. Plus, this video was on a new channel. Strategy is often our only limitation, as I prove in this next video where I took a channel from 0 to viral views in the very first month and then quit it. Strategy is everything on YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe and check out future videos.